Good intro. Welcome to Sons of Screens, which tonight is the definition of Sons of Screens because we're going to the movies. We're doing a cinematic experience tonight as we talk the 4:30 movie and Matinee, which is kind of weird because a 4:30 movie is a matinee.
It is.
In a movie theater. Yeah. It works out great. See, my themes are working. One's directed by Kevin Smith, the other one's directed by Joe Dante. Two great directors. That was a weird sec. But yeah. So
they're gonna put me in a movie.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I was wondering if that was like something that you've heard before. Or you just
it's a song. Yeah.
Oh, it's a song. They're gonna put me in a movie.
It's an old country song. They're gonna make a big star out of me.
Yeehaw! All right.
I think the first time I heard that song was actually well after it was released, but it was on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Okay.
One of the three movies they made.
You know me, I don't do a whole lot of country. So any country songs that you think that I might find interesting, like if they're singing about a movie experience or movie theater, fucking let me know. I'll check it out.
Oh, I'll send it your way. I have to find it, but
anyways, I'm Faye. That is Colonel.
Oh yeah, I am Colonel.
And this is the ideal Sons of Screens because we're talking about going and watching a screen and watching movies.
Yep.
Were you an avid moviegoer, or did it come late?
I was a pretty avid moviegoer for quite a while. It was like never to the level of what I played softball and sports and stuff, but it was a 1 to 2 movies a weekend for a few years. Like, have you ever had those? Did you ever go to the movies often enough that there just wasn't any new movies out for you to go see, so you just didn't go to a movie? Or you went to one and watched another one? The one that you'd already seen?
Absolutely. Well, growing up, I grew up in small town Augusta, Kansas, where they only had one movie a weekend. Yep. One movie every weekend, not one movie a weekend. And I got my go. Or Canadian. Hey, or I don't even know why I said Canadian. Where? Fuck it. But
that's not Canadian, buddy.
But I was thinking, fuck it. Anyways,
hey, you were thinking Fonzie.
My childhood growing up, though, because like pretty much I've been going to the movie theater since I can remember. So I just go ahead and say I've been going to the movie theater since I came out the nutsack, because like that's been my home away from home. And I grew up in this small town of Augusta, Kansas that has a historical theater. It's a historical landmark. That's why it still exists, because you can't get rid of a historical landmark. That's why the workers there are all volunteers, so they don't have to pay anybody. So,
nice.
But I went there every single weekend since fucking probably 5th grade to when I started discovering boobies, which it wasn't until like 15, 16 years old.
So when you were like 21.
Yeah. And no matter what movie they were showing, I was there every weekend watching movies. It got to the point to where me and my buddy Scott that I grew up with, we learned as we were sitting in the balcony of the Augusta Theater that kids can actually stay afterwards and help clean up the movie theater. We can volunteer and help clean up the movie theater.
That's cool.
So that was my first.
Your wanting to work at a movie theater?
It did because I loved it. Like we caught word of it and we were cleaning it, and then other people caught word of it, and then there was a bunch of kids cleaning the movie theater, which turned into disastrous. So they stopped the whole letting kids volunteer for a thing, which pissed me the fuck off. I remember opening weekend for Fifth Element. I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 showings that they had in Augusta Theater. Nice. I was ready to clean up, but instead of showing up at the end of the movie, I showed up at the beginning of the movie every fucking time because I wanted to watch that fucking movie. So I watched that movie opening weekend 3 nights in a row.
Nice.
And cleaned out the movie theater afterwards. Do you remember your earliest your probably not the first time you ever went to a movie theater, but your earliest recollection of going to a movie?
The earliest recollection of going to a movie theater to see a movie that I have is Jurassic Park.
See, I've been thinking hard about it because, like, I'll think this is the earliest one. I'm like, no, that came out in like 96, 97. Surely that's not the earliest one. And it's like, because my years get mixed up, I don't really exactly remember my earliest one.
See, growing up, we didn't really, I mean, we like, after I got a little older, we went to movies quite a bit. But growing up as a kid, we just didn't really go to a movie theater. Like, we just didn't go. So, like, I remember seeing a lot of those movies that, literally movies that a lot of kids would see in theater, I would see on video when they came out.
Okay.
Not knowing any different. I mean, to me, it was still a new movie.
Yeah, because it got to the point where the movie theater was my babysitter on the weekend because my mom liked to like party and stuff, and she didn't have any babies with me, so she just dumped me off at the movie theater.
Well, I can tell you this: if they would have had these unlimited plans that they have now, like Regal has the $20 a month, and you can watch as many movies as you want.
Do they still have that?
I think so, yeah. So, like, if they would have had something like that when I was in late high school, early college, I would have paid that happily because I'd be watching probably 3 to 4 movies a week.
What was your movie theater growing up? It's kind of an insider question here, but fuck them.
It kind of depends. A lot of times, like, well, when the Palace East was there, we'd go there because it was $2 concessions. And then after that, it was North Rock for a little bit. But then whenever the Warren opened up on the east side, it was pretty much strictly Warren.
So you grew up in Wichita?
No.
That was just the closest theater to you guys?
I take it back. There was a theater in El Dorado for a little while, but it closed down. Like back, so you know where the Mike's Rentone is? The right behind that is where the El Dorado Theater used to be.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's what I go to.
Then, yeah.
Did it have a name? I don't even know.
Oh, I'm sure it did, but I don't remember. Oh yeah.
Well, before we go further into this conversation, because I got plenty of shit to say, we're gonna have our beers. Hooray, beers!
Well,
Red Stripe.
I'm running a little low on my beers, and I went to the Wichita Open today, so I didn't really have time to stop and get some because I wasn't going to stop on my way back from the Open, if you know what I mean. But, so my beer, I'm a little nervous about, but it is a Big Bad Baptist salted maple.
Big Bad Baptist salted maple. It's a very religious beer, which works.
I am a Baptist, so let's see how this goes.
And we're talking to Kevin Smith movie. He did Dogma. That's big on the fucking Catholic Church, and it just fucking works. There's always a loophole, baby. There's always a loophole, baby.
I just didn't have time to try and figure it out.
Yep, I got you, man. That's a Kevin Smith. Well, maybe it's not a Kevin Smith beer because you just fucking looked like you just shit your pants.
First sniff makes me think of Milk Dads.
Uh-oh. Well, before you even take a drink, I'll introduce mine, and then we'll because I have a feeling mine's gonna suck too. But since we're talking just movie theater, movie experiences, there's an actual Matrix beer, the new Matrix. And there's the two ghost guys that I was telling you about, and then there's their fucking midget child, or like, I don't know if that's a full-grown adult or ghost. The fucking abortion of the ghost. I don't know what the fuck. But it sounds horrible. It's a double dry hopped India Pale Ale with Galaxy, Enigma, and Big Secret. It's like those aren't ingredients. That's just like a sexual fetish or something. I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I was looking for the percentage on here. I'm not seeing the percentage on mine, which kind of scares me.
Mine's only 7%. Thank God.
Here we go.
There we go. Ooh, mine smells like battery acid. Let's see.
Okay, much better than the Milk Dads. I will tell you that. It is still, it's a stout.
Better than Milk Dads, though. That's good news.
Like,
this is not going to 5 this week.
With Milk Dads, whenever you take a drink of beer and you get a little bit of beer on the top, the Milk Dads was literally black, like tar-looking black. This one, I like the little bit of beer that got on top. I could at least see through it.
Nope, shut up. I almost said something really stupid. This okay, let me
say, don't take your first reaction. Like, this one's starting to grow on me a little bit. The maple is really driving through to help the flavor of this beer.
I mean, this is dog shit. but also not the worst thing that I've had since we've been doing this show 20 episodes in. Which is weird. Maybe this is and it's a play off of because Kevin Smith did Dogma. He had people protesting his movie when he released Dogma, and people made sure that said Dogma is dog shit. And then Kevin Smith made one himself and went out with the protesters and protested the movie with them. His protesting the movie.
That is funny.
The local news interviewed him. He's like, yeah, this movie is absurd. It's very offensive. They didn't realize they were interviewing the director of the movie, and he just played along.
That is the most Kevin Smith thing ever.
Right. And then the company Creeperama just this week released a shirt that looks exactly like that. It says Dogma is dog shit. And then they have a bunch of other Dogma shirts that they did for it.
Okay.
But yeah, back to the beer. Yeah, this is dog shit. Like, we just burped in stereo.
Right? It's like surround sound.
5.1.
So I did want to congratulate you on the new background you found. I like it. I think it works well.
This is just a last minute thing because it's like, well, we're talking about going to the movies. I just Googled fucking backdrop movie theaters, and that's what came up. It worked out. And you centered us up. Yeah.
Might be a new staple.
And you know what I can do is like the white screen, I can add whatever we're talking about, like as an image.
Into that, like you did before, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're onto something. We are growing.
We're getting some production value.
We're not stale like this fucking nasty ass fucking beer that I'm drinking right now.
Well, I will tell you, this one is growing on me. I was very nervous when I smelled it because it literally gave me Milk Dad vibes.
This is going down smoother, but it's still not a good taste.
But I cannot find anywhere on here that has the percentage on it.
Did you look at the bottom?
No, it's not that.
I had a couple of them where I'm like, where the fuck is it? And then at the bottom, it gave me the percentage.
Well, sometimes they're printed on the top, which tells me I can get 5 cents for the candy places.
This tastes worse than the Matrix 4, whatever that one name was. Tastes worse than Matrix 3 also.
What was the name of that new one?
Resurrections.
That was yeah, because you had Matrix, you had Matrix Revolution.
Yeah, Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolution, and Matrix Resurrection.
Because it sure as shit wasn't a resolution. It was just a cash grab at trying to reset the Matrix.
Can't believe Keanu agreed to do that, and then he fucking hyped up like he was gonna be like, "We are rebooting the new Matrix." Yeah, that's an over-exaggerated Keanu. Sorry for that, but
well, to be honest,
I just recently watched the Bill and Ted trilogy last night, so I got the Bill and Ted.
So to be honest with you, I'm not surprised that Keanu signed on for that because he signed on for 4 John Wicks, and they were all the same.
I've only seen the first one, so
then you've seen them all.
I hear he dies.
Well, maybe the fourth one was a little different. I don't know, but the first three were all the same. Like those are the three that I've seen, and after
then
I
we
watched
got the
the third one, it was still
spin-off, the
the same
ballerina
storyline.
spin-off. And then
Yeah, with Anna de Armas.
it flopped. It did not do good.
Yeah, because everybody's tired of seeing the same movie over and over.
You know what's awesome? The movies that are making the most money are original films right now.
That's awesome.
Shadow Sitters. And people are going to the movie theaters again. That's going to be one of my touts. I'm like, people, go to the movie theater. Support your fucking local movie theater. The world cannot exist without movie theaters. Fuck your streaming and stuff like that. I get it's convenient and stuff like that. But a cinematic experience, that's a fucking thing. A cinematic experience.
I will point this out, though. It's not only convenient, it's also cost-effective. Because by the time you get to a movie theater, buy your family of four's tickets and the popcorn and drinks, you're looking at over $100.
I get that, and it's because a lot of these theaters are trying to
$25.
Yeah, and a lot of these theaters are trying to do modernized shit, sell alcohol, be in a full restaurant, and so they're gonna charge the shit out of it.
Yeah, maybe drop your price a little bit.
Old school movie theaters don't exist anymore. Where you just straight up, it's very colorful. You got an arcade. You got some concessions, like your basic concessions, like popcorn and jujubes and fucking milk duds. And
you know what I consider the downfall of the modern movie theaters is when they started letting you pick your seat when you went to a midnight showing.
He brought that up because that's an issue for both of us.
Well, let's be honest. It was also the shittiest Star Wars movie ever made too. But we were in.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a great night. Turned out to be, I mean, it was cool because, me and you got to have an experience, but it wasn't an experience we were expecting.
Did you go with me on the Force Awakens opening showing?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the one that we got in line. And
no. Force Awakens was still a full-blown line. Like, we've sat in line with people. Like, it was the whole experience. And then Last Jedi, we got in line. We got there at, like, 2:00 in the afternoon, 3:00 in the afternoon. Like we took off of work that day and went over to a way theater.
We were first in line.
Be there in line to make sure we were there, and there was nobody there.
Nobody there until the last 45 minutes before.
Right. So then there was a few people that kind of got in line. There was maybe 10 people that got in line.
That's right. We did get to make some friends. A couple people got behind us, and we chatted with them for a little while.
Right. And then they opened the theater like an hour before the movie, and then people just start pouring in because you got to pick the seats instead of just being able to show up in line and spend your time to be there to get the good seat. You had to, that was the downfall of the theater, and I don't regret buying from home.
A lot of the modern day stuff, I get. You want to upgrade to serve alcohol, serve different foods, stuff like that. The assigned seating, though, makes no sense to me whatsoever. There should never be assigned seating in a movie theater. Period.
I can
exclamation point.
I can maybe get on board with it if you are not at a premiere. Like if it's just a movie that's already been out for a few weeks and you're just going to buy a movie and you want to buy it online. Okay, yeah, pick your seats online. But if it's a midnight showing, never been released, make those motherfuckers show up and wait in line to get a seat if they want a good seat. Don't be like, oh, well, I just saw this movie went on sale today. I'm going to go buy a seat right in the middle at midnight.
Nah, see, just overall, I think assigned seating is stupid, no matter if it's a movie that's brand new or a movie that's been around for a while. I mean, the last two actual cinematic experiences that were meant something to me was with you. We went and watched Halloween, which we were the only ones.
No, there was.
And we still had to pick our seats.
There was one other group of people.
No, for Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat was the one that we had.
Yeah.
We were by ourselves in Halloween, and then Trick or Treat was going to be the next one I was going to talk about. There was two other couples.
That's right.
Down the fucking way, yeah.
Yeah, we were the only ones there for Halloween, and it was amazing.
No bullshit. I remember sitting in Trick or Treat, and there was that couple down the rows for a little bit. I almost wanted to get up and go talk to him, like, hey, let's geek out over fucking Trick or Treat. You guys are here for a reason. I'm pretty sure you've seen this movie before. Let's fucking have a good time and enjoy it, you know? But science eating.
That or they were thinking that they were going to have the theater themselves and they were going to, you know.
Mm-hmm. And see, and to continue on my story of growing up in the Gus movie theater, once I had teens and stuff like that, I started going to the Premier Palace movie theater, the big old pink movie theater that you were talking about.
Yep.
At one point, somebody left out a broom and dustpan, and I was like, I'm practicing for my future job.
Little did you know.
I fucking was. And then I started working there, and I became a manager there, and I have so many goddamn stories from the Premier Palace, a pink building.
It's a church now.
To your viewers out there, yeah, now it's a fucking church. This big old pink building. They painted it brown and called it a church now. It used to be a big old pink building, 10 screens. Like when I say my childhood was in Augusta, my teens were in the Premier Palace. My young adulthood was in the Premier Palace when I was actually running the fucking thing. And then it just fucking went to shit out.
I will tell you that whenever they had the Palace West, that was awesome because every movie was $2 because it was all the ones that already ran at the Warren or had already ran at the Palace East, and like that's where they ran the new movies, and the movies that were getting ready to get released on DVD or on VHS, the ones that were getting ready to get released or had already been released were playing there, but it was $2 a movie, so like you still got to go.
See, when I was the manager at the Premier Palace, we were doing second run. The Palace West was doing movies that are just about to be released on DVD, home video, for all the streaming nonsense, stuff like that. But what I loved about the Premier Palace, and I will take full credit on this, I convinced Bill Warren, he can go fuck himself, go fuck yourself, go die. But when I became assistant manager, I was kind of a focal point of turning that theater into not only a second run theater to where, you know, when the main run is done over at the Warren Theater that was just down the street.
Yeah.
So we got the second run, but then I was like, well, let's do some indie features. Let's do some documentaries. Let's mix it up a little bit. And there's literally the week that I said that, there was an independent movie coming out called Napoleon Dynamite. And
you guys got that
and Bill Warren did not want that at his fucking big extravagant movie theater. He's like, you guys can take that. I'm like, good. We're gonna I said, let's put it on 2 screens. We put it on our 2 main screens. We sold out both screens all fucking weekend. I was walking around like this. I was like, bitch, I know what I'm fucking talking about.
Did Bill Warren
and it made us a lot of money. No, he came and he said, I'm giving you a promotion. And then he just gave me a polo that wasn't pink.
He didn't even give you a pay raise?
No. And this is when minimum wage was $6.25 an hour. My management position, it boosted me up from $6.25 to $6.75.
Oh.
I was racking in the money, baby. Racking in the money. Didn't matter though, because I had a great fucking time. And I loved every fucking minute of it.
I always kind of wanted to get a job at a movie theater, like whenever I was younger. Like I had a few random jobs, but like I always applied at the movie theaters because I thought it would be fun to work there because it would be fun to just work in a movie theater.
It's a blast.
And Last Action Hero had nothing to do with that, I promise.
It is a blast. Even the dirty jobs, you're like, you know what? I got to clear out this puke or this whatever mess that they're making for the next moviegoers so they can enjoy their movie experience, you know.
When you worked in the theater, did you ever have to clean up? So you said vomit, but I'm going to refer to a different fluid that is not vomit that I will not. I mean, fucking, I'll just say it. Did you ever have to clean up cum?
Not that I'm aware of. I did walk in on people fucking each other because you know, in the middle of the week at the Premier Palace, which was a second run theater.
Yeah.
Most showings during the week would only have 2 to 4 people max.
Yeah.
On a screen, and the two people on one screen were fucking each other. And I just randomly decided to go check out, see how it was going, and this girl was bent over the fucking seat, and the dude was just fucking going to town.
Did you?
And I remember the movie. I remember the movie. It was Blue Crush.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I'm trying to remember I think it's the second one.
Paul Walker and Paul
the first
Walker
one
and Jessica Alba was the first one.
No, it wasn't Jessica Alba. It was was it? Are you sure it wasn't?
I feel like it might have been something, but it was definitely Paul Walker. And it was one of those movies that just drew in people because you had a half-naked man and a half-naked woman.
I was thinking of Fool's Gold, which was Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson.
Oh yeah, no, Blue Crush was just straight surfer. Everybody's in bikinis.
Yeah. Well, and then Blue Crush 2 had my one of my original
your Laura Vandervoot.
Yeah.
When I say her last name, I think of the Swedish Chef. Anyways, man,
that's the end of my beer. We don't have to stop the conversation, but I think I'm ready to rate it.
Yeah, close to the bottom here. Yeah, we can rate our beers, and then we're gonna take a pause.
I don't look cerebral.
Huh? Oh, cerebral palsy. God damn it. What I love, though, is that it takes me a minute when you come up with your stupid fucking humor. It'll take me a minute, but I'll catch on every fucking time.
You figured it out.
I always figure it out.
Well, so for me, the Big Bad Baptist was big. It was bad. It wasn't bad.
You sound like a little kid in a Catholic church. It was big. It was bad.
Oh, no.
A little kid in a Catholic church. It was big and bad. Hello, Catholic priest. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it actually grew on me a little bit. The maple did help push through the stout a lot.
The maple. I didn't know there was maple in it.
Let me show you the can again.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry, I went on a big old movie theater tangent where I deleted what was going on.
So, that being said.
Well, you sound like Christopher Walken there. So. Anyways, sorry.
That being said, like the maple did help it out a lot for me. It brought it up. It brought it up a little bit, but it's still only going to get a 2 from me.
I say initial taste on the new Matrix with the ghost twins and their weird mutant inbred baby. I was expecting a lot worse, but I got to go a solid 2 on this one.
See, the expectation is sometimes when you're expecting a dumpster fire.
I was ready to put this in the dumpster fire.
Sometimes when you expect a dumpster fire and you get a 1, you give it a 2 because it's better than expected.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hell, last week the Hypernova Super whatever the fuck I drink ended up being the first fucking perfect 5 that I gave.
Was it the first one? I think we looked through this every freaking week.
Last week was the very first 5 I gave a beer, and it was the Hyper something.
Yeah, it was a Hypernova wormhole.
Hypernova worm. That sounds like a bad STD. But it's delicious.
I mean, all STDs are bad, but like, does it sound like a bad one?
I was hey, some STDs they're okay. You know, you're willing to accept them.
I mean, some of them have a 7-day pill now, so maybe this one has a 3-day pill.
I don't know. Anyways, we've rated both our beers right. Now we can do our. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. And we're back.
And we're back, and we're adjusted because my guy here knows how to fill out a fucking movie screen, apparently.
Well, I know how to fill out a lot of things.
All you little viewers right down there, your little heads that are watching it, you know.
I'm playing with some of the custom layouts, so we figured this looked a little better, so we're trying it out.
We are a work in progress. But before we jump into the first movie, I do have a slate.
Oh,
I do have a slate.
let me think. Is this going to be a Tusk slate?
No, because we're not reviewing Tusk, but it is Kevin Smith heavy, so I'll have to explain some stuff.
No, I was just kidding. Let's see how many of them I actually get, though. Because for whatever reason, you think I'm not a Kevin Smith movie watcher, and I've watched a lot more Kevin Smith movies than you think I have, but I have nowhere near watched the full library of them.
There's one reference to where I'll be surprised if you know. The other are just common. And then obviously mentioned Matinee. So we're on scene 20. We're on scene 20, so episode 20, obviously. Take 37. Why did I say 37? That's a Kevin Smith reference. You haven't seen Clerks, though, so you won't.
Right. Clerks is one of the movies that I have unfortunately not seen, so yeah.
In the first Clerks, and because back when Kevin Smith was fat, he also rocked a bunch of hockey jerseys and stuff like that. The number he always put on it was 37. It's because in Clerks, this guy's dating a chick, and he's freaking out because she has sucked 37 dicks.
See, I don't even know if that would have triggered if I had seen all these. Like, that is a random ass fact.
Yeah. 37 is because the chick in the first Clerks, she has sucked 37 dicks, and Randall was like, no.
I am much less confident on me picking up on your Kevin Smith references now.
That's the more obscure one. All right. On the roll here. Oops. Wait.
Other side. There
it goes backwards. It's like an atomic bomb.
Yeah.
I tried to draw an atomic bomb because of Matinee, because it was during the 50s when they had the big old thread of the atomic bomb. I know it looks like a celery. It looks like a celery head. I understand that. I mean, I'm not artistic. I'm more autistic than artistic.
No, I immediately got atomic bomb from that.
You got atomic bomb? Okay, good. I can still draw. So the date is John Goodman's 73rd, because today we're recording. Today is John Goodman's birthday, June 20th. He turned 73 today.
That's awesome.
That was just a happy coincidence.
Happy birthday, Johnny. Fire that pigskin.
Nothing to do with John Goodman on that, but John Goodman, long live you, sir.
Johnny,
the sound is Snooch, because that's another Jay and Silent Bob reference. Snooch to the Nooch.
Yep.
Snoochy Moochies. And then the production company, I just went View Askew, because that's Kevin Smith's fucking production company.
Yep.
And director, obviously, of course, I went Kevin Smith. But then the cameraman, I went Virgin from Hocus Pocus.
Yes. Oh, we haven't got into it yet, but we were sitting there watching the movie, and I turned to my wife, was like, this kid looks really familiar, and I can't place where it's at. But I know I've seen him in something else. And we were sitting there, and she was like, "Oh,
wondering if you caught it."
And she was like, "Oh, it was." I was like, "Is it the kid from Hocus Pocus?" And she's like, "Yep, that's it." And I was like, "Okay, I'm there now."
Omri Katz, yeah. I was wondering if you recognized him in Matinee. And there's so many names in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
They were in this movie. And then just right before they did that, let's just go ahead and knock out Matinee right now.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
So with Matinee, with those characters, we have Omri Katz, guy from Hocus Pocus.
Yep.
We also have
Johnny Goodman.
Good old Johnny be good. No, but then we also have her name is Lisa Jacob. She was the daughter in Miss Doubtfire.
Yes.
She was in this movie.
I like how you pull your pen out whenever you're looking at your notes. Like,
I'm a serious man. Because I made my notes here. Let's see. So we had John Goodman. We had okay. So the girl that Omri Katz is macking on, she was on an ABC show called Life Goes On.
See, she looked really familiar, and I never could place her. And I looked through her IMDb, and I did not see anything that jumped out at me of why I would recognize her.
I said the show Life Goes On it's not something that people talk about, but it was a big hit, and that's how I recognize her because me and my dad used to watch Life Goes On. So she was that.
See, the big name for me was Robert Picardo because he was the doctor on one of the Star Treks. I want to say it was Voyager.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was a doctor on one of the Star Treks.
Okay. John Goodman's little girl toy, his girlfriend or whatever, that dressed up as a nurse. She was the villain in Casper.
Oh, okay.
The raspy voice. Yeah, that girl.
So before we move on there, like that girl being dressed up as the nurse, they kept bringing people up to her. They were like, "Hey, this person's got a cut. Okay, go inside." Like they kept bringing people up to her, like to have a medical emergency, and she was just like, "Okay, get out of here."
And then the little brunette girl that went crazy when they had everybody go in the hallway and take cover. And
is that the girl from Independence Day? Randy Quaid's daughter?
Oh, she was in that too. My reference is that she was the daughter in Miss Doubtfire.
Oh, okay. So that's who that girl. That's the girl you were talking. Okay, all right.
Yeah, she's also Miss Doubtfire. She's also in. But overall though, with these like random like '90s gems and stuff like that, it feels like there's a lot of people in this movie just before they hit their movie that made them famous. You know?
Agreed. And the producer's back.
Yeah. Shout out.
Producer.
Yeah, we had Miss Doubtfire. We had oh yeah. There's somebody. Unfortunately the main kid, the blonde kid, he never went off to do anything else.
And so he looks familiar too, and I looked through his filmography as well, and nothing jumped out at me that I would have recognized him from. So like maybe he was on Sesame Street or something because I've been watching a lot of that recently.
I was like, he seemed familiar, but not enough for us. Like I don't care. Like he didn't make me go, "Oh, I know you," like Omri Katz from Hocus Pocus and stuff.
Right.
Like I was just like, nah, okay. And then John Goodman though, like I always like we did Big Lebowski with John Goodman, and I remember talking how awesome John Goodman is. He always steals the fucking show when he's in.
He does.
Unfortunately, he was just so tied in with Roseanne throughout all of the 90s and early 2000s. We only got to do so many movies.
Well, and what I thought was kind of funny is he was sitting there and they were protesting the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
he swiped right in, yeah.
Right, and like he comes in and starts handing out movie passes, and I was like, I bet those people are like they work with him. And then the kid goes up and tells him like, yeah, one of the people that were protesting was your boss, or he works for you. That I thought that was funny.
And then John Goodman's guy, Lawrence Ruley or whatever.
Ruley, yeah, was a total salesman.
Yeah. Not an actual name, but he's based off a name called William Castle, which did the old 50s gimmick movies. That used to do in the 50s, stuff like that. So he's based off of that.
I thought he was trying to be like the Alfred Hitchcock with his little silhouette and whatnot. But
well, of course, they had the Hitchcock joke too when he was signing the autograph for the guy at the gas station, and he's like, "Thank you, Mr. Hitchcock." I was like, "Ah!" and then he had his little girlfriend fucking cackling in the background too. I thought that was so hilarious. But John Goodman executed this particular performance to where, like, you can tell that he's more passionate about what happens instead of the business aspect.
Oh yeah,
where he's going to make money, and he executed it perfectly. John Goodman he's a good guy. He's awesome. I
do love me some John Goodman.
I wish. Did you ever see King Ralph?
He's a good man.
He's a good man. His best performance ever was in 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's hands down his greatest performance of all time.
I actually just bought that recently. I have not seen it. So I've seen Cloverfield. Isn't that a trilogy? Like, isn't there a third one?
Yeah.
So
and it's literally the two sequels, the sequel and the trilogy, are just movies that were being made, and they just to do a cash grab, they converted them into being a story with Cloverfield.
So I remember seeing Cloverfield, and it's a found footage movie. Like it's okay. Like I wasn't huge on it, and then I heard 10
You don't like Cloverfield?
I don't dislike it, but it's one that I can
take the fuck out of me.
Well, because it's found footage.
I know, yeah.
So
see,
like,
you know me.
For me, 10 Cloverfield Lane, I felt like it was a follow on to that movie. Like while that stuff was all happening, or right after it happened, or whatever, it looked interesting. I have not seen it yet, but I had trouble finding it to stream anywhere for a while, and then they had the Cloverfield 10 Cloverfield Lane pack for like $10 or something. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this. I don't know if I should rewatch Cloverfield and then watch that, but it sounds like they were not really connected at all.
Not connected, but they found a way to like slightly connect them. But 10 Cloverfield Lane, though, when you watch it, like you start believing John Goodman in that movie. Like he's so convincing. He's a fucking psychopath in the movie, but like you also are like,
well, psychopaths are just like you and me. They just like to go kill people.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to spoiler, so I'll just say,
don't tell me anything about it.
But I will and
watch,
as Mary Elizabeth Winstead too. So you have John Goodman and Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
My intent is to watch 10 Cloverfield Lane this week. So,
but yeah, John Goodman's woman though in Matinee though is the evil girl from Casper.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you said that.
Raspy voice. Oh, I did say that. Okay. Alcohol, Hello. So, what did you think of Tomovision? Because, like, it seems like that's a lost art of trying to have an interaction in a movie theater.
Of what?
Where the Tomovision is what they call it.
It's like they were trying to
do the movie theater and interacting with it,
and interact like almost a 4-dimensional movie.
Yeah.
Like trying to putting the buzzers in the seats and all this and that. I think it was an interesting theory in 93. Was it 93 that came out?
Mm-hmm. Well, in the footage they did that. They did.
Did they do that? Okay.
Yeah, they did the seats where they'd shock you and stuff like that. But they'd be exclusive to like certain theaters. It wasn't a nationwide thing.
Right. So like, I like the idea. I don't know how it would work today if you were to just randomly put those in a theater.
Well, the closest that we got now is 4DX.
Right. Like
which I want to go to a 4DX so bad.
I remember when I was 7, I think it was when I think it was when I was 7. Maybe I'm remembering one from when I was 14. So I went to Disney, whatever one's in Florida. I don't remember if it's Land or World, but they had a Honey I Shrunk the Kids World. Okay, so they had a Honey I Shrunk the Kids 4D experience. And
did you get to ride a giant ant?
No, you were in a movie theater. You were in a movie theater watching it, and there was one part, and I distinctly remember it because 4D, right? So we're sitting there watching it in 3D, and there's one point where the mice get free, and there's this little air tube that comes out and blows between your legs in the seat. Everybody thought there was mice running. Like you could see the wave of people standing up, freaking out in front of us. It was great.
Nice. So what did you think of the movie Matinee though? Like, did you have nostalgia? Because that's why I was kind of asking you about your movie theater experience before we even got into our review.
So for me, Matinee was a fun watch. I was getting a little worried at the start because it was kind of starting off a little slow, but it piqued my interest and it held me. It was a lot of fun. It was nostalgic. You're right.
I'll say, yeah, because like I don't know obviously I have massive experiences with movie theaters. I didn't know if you had similar experiences, but
I don't have the same experience as you do with the movie theater, but I do have experience with the movie theater.
Did this stir up any nostalgia for you? Like just going to the movie theater against popcorn, had a date with you, maybe a finger bang or two?
No.
I was finger banging chicks when I was in 6th grade, baby. No.
See, for me, going to the movie was a family/me thing. Like I didn't ever really take dates to the movies.
Oh, and you never got to go by yourself, huh?
Oh, I did, yeah. Once I got a little older, I would if nobody wanted to go see a movie, I'd just go see the movie because I want to see the movie.
Right. See, when I was a kid, though, I'd go by myself, but I'd just meet up with a bunch of people. When I was like between the ages of 7 and 14 was Augusta, and then 16 hired on Palace. But yeah, anyways, I'm going on about my own shit. But
you're good. Is there other points of Matinee that you want to discuss, or you want to give it a rating?
I want to give it a rating. I mean, it is a Joe Dante film. I do want to bring it was a Joe Dante film.
Yep.
It was Gremlins, Piranha, Small Soldiers.
I was going to ask what other Joe Dante films were big, and you just gave them.
Gave a few. I know there's like one or two other ones that are like marquee names that we all know, but those are the three that I know: is Piranha, Gremlins, and Small Soldiers. Love me some Small Soldiers.
I love Small Soldiers. I do love me some Gremlins.
And he was at Texas Primary last year. I wish I would have stopped and got his auto, but yeah, I mean, yeah, this is very it just reminded me of my earlier movie theater days at the Augusta Theater, because the Augusta Theater looks a lot like the theater that's in this. The red velvet seats, the like just the historic vibe with it. And they used to do gimmicks like that. I used to go to gimmick movies like that in Augusta with 3D, and then people would like throw some random foam rocks at people and stuff like that. It wasn't like, it wasn't like a full production. It was very cheap, but it was.
See, like if I was a millionaire, I would legit put one of those movie theaters in Wichita, because you're not going to get the sold out like they always put in the movies. But if you get 20, 30 people there to watch the movie, it's a win. Like, just make it a fun experience.
Exactly. And I think that's a lost art with the movie theater experience. Even though these new popcorn buckets, I do love the new popcorn buckets that they're coming out with.
I do too.
Although that's the thing that's getting people to go out to the theater just so they can even buy the fucking popcorn bucket. Yep. So that's brilliant. But with Matinee, this was a first watch for me, and I really I just immediately bought it because knowing the storyline, I was like, okay, I'm gonna definitely like this, because it just makes me think, and it made me think of my childhood, and it was a lot of fun. John Goodman crushed it as this fictional fucking movie producer creator guy.
He did a good job.
And Joe Dante is awesome. Like, whoever directed Gremlins is good in my book, and any of his movies that he does is, I'm at least going to give a thumbs up to because he created Gremlins, and I thought he did a good job with this movie. So overall, I'm gonna give this one a 7.
Okay, all right. Hold on, my mouse disappeared. Well, so for me, it's kind of along the same lines. I had a very fun experience with this movie. Like I said, it was initially I was getting a little nervous, not sure it was going to pick up, but
I was the same way too when I first watched. I was like, maybe I picked a bad movie, but
I was worried about that, and then but then it kind of started hitting its stride. About I'd say
not a bad movie, but a movie that wasn't going to be about going to the movie theaters, and then it ended up being
right. So I feel like it was about 20 minutes in that it finally hit its stride, and it was good. I enjoyed the movie.
Once it said it, the guy dressed up as an ant, the greaser that fucking knocked out.
The guy that was trying to shank the Hocus Pocus kid. Yeah. Overall, for me, this movie gets a 6. I mean, it was a fun movie. It's one I would not be disappointed in watching again. It is not one that I will probably search out to watch again. But I will, like, if it's, I'm not gonna not watch it. It's not a Frankenshark where I'm just gonna be like, nah, don't need it. Like, I enjoy it
too. It's like you can get together with like friends our age that have those nostalgic feelings, and we can get together and tell our own stories or watch that movie. Hold
on, did you say 6 or 7?
I said 7. I gave it a 7.
For some reason, I had 6 written down for you, so I'm wondering if I overwrote what I had for you. But no, yeah, the movie itself for me was a lot of fun. So,
good,
are we breaking before the next movie?
Yes, we are definitely breaking for the next movie. But before we break, we're going right into the 4:30 movie. Kevin Smith, baby.
We'll be right back.
Hey, there it is. Hey, kids, welcome back. We're gonna talk some movies here. We're not gonna talk Clerks like I like to talk about all the time, because that's the movie that I came out with.
Whoa, hold on. Where'd Andrew go?
Who's Andrew?
When did we get Kevin Smith in here?
Hey, this is a special guest announcement. We have Kevin Smith in the house.
Holy cow! I love your movies, man.
I hear you lovely kids are talking about a 4:30 movie. I hope you like it better than Yoga Hosers.
I don't know. I mean, that was a good one. However,
you thought Yoga Hosers was good. There's something wrong with you. You should watch this movie, an all-time classic called Clerks.
Like I'm struggling to find the words to say right now because I'm speechless. Kevin Smith, I have your autograph somewhere around here. I don't have it handy, but thank you for.
We just get a K and an S and a scribble. Yeah, that's my signature.
Okay.
Got one for you.
Oh, there's Kevin. I know.
That's Silent Bob. That's Silent Bob. Signature.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, we're just fucking fully being retarded. But this is Kevin Smith autograph that I have. We got Kevin and Smith on the sides there. His autograph. This is a Kevin Silent Bob Jason mask that I love to death. I wish I would have got the autograph myself, because that's my thing with autographs. It's cool doing autographs, but I much prefer to get them myself.
Agreed. So the Kevin Smith autograph I didn't get, but somebody I know very well did get it for me. And I thank Adam and Crystal Craig all the time, because they got me the Laura Vandervoort and they also got me Kevin Smith. Like, two of my biggest names I've ever wanted to meet. I haven't got to meet, but I got their autograph.
You know, big shout outs to that Craig family, Adam and Crystal, and them. They're too good people. Like, they were pissing me off at the recent Texas Frightmare weekend because I'm because they're just like, I thought I was doing a good deed by like holding open a door for people or something like that. I was sitting out and talking with these people, and the neighbor is like, "Hey, can you help me out?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we can help you." "Oh, can we pay it?" "No, we're not going to pay it. You get it for free." And it's just, shout outs to the Craig family. I'm not going to go into detail what they were.
No, that's fine. Like, I was confused. But no, shout out to the Craig family because they are awesome people, and they work a lot of conventions, and they're
awesome. People that just randomly met back when the Texas Frightmare was at the fucking Hyatt.
Yep, we met them the last year. It was at the Hyatt because we kept running into them. We just kept
on a smoke break, and then we stayed in touch.
Yeah,
and there we are, fucking 3 years later. Big old happy family.
4 years later.
4 years later. Fuck no! Why we don't need to up the years. We're getting too old.
Oh no, the years are gonna up either way. But the Frightmare has been at the new convention center for 3 years now, and it was at the old convention center that we met them.
That's a true story. Damn it, that sucks.
Well, so you didn't give a synopsis on Matinee, so go give a synopsis on this one.
Synopsis on the 4:30 movie is it's loosely based on Kevin Smith's teenage years. That's why he did this movie.
I wondered that.
Yeah. And it's just about this guy asking out a girl that he really liked, and a year later he said, "Would you like to go to a movie with me?" At a movie theater, it's where they sneak into. They only buy one ticket, and they end up sneaking across to different theaters.
I will tell you, Kevin Smith can pull some freaking names because there was a lot of names in this movie.
Right. So a lot of the movie is, I know. To go on to that, basically the plot of the 4:30 movie is a group of friends that go to the movies all the time. We have a guy that really wants to go on a date with this girl that he almost got to second base with the year before in a swimming pool.
But it was his own fault for not getting to second base.
Yeah, and she calls him out on it throughout the whole fucking movie. You dumb chicken shit bastard. And then it's a group of friends though, and then like why I love this movie, like if you just watch this movie on a non-biased checking that movie, I can see why it wouldn't rank high, because I'm pretty sure these movie reviewers are not going to have nostalgia with what they're doing with this movie.
Right. So for me, this movie reminded me a lot of Jersey Girl. Because Kevin Smith directed that one. It felt like something he wanted to direct that maybe related to something in his life.
Mm-hmm. Like
I feel like there's a lot more comedic value in this one than there was Jersey Girl. There was still a lot of comedic value in Jersey Girl, but I feel like this one,
Jersey Girl was trying to pluck the heartstrings. This one is just more nostalgia for people. That was
Jersey Girl was trying to delve into the rom-com genre.
Kevin Smith just wanted to hit some nostalgia for people, whether like because he's a generation older than us.
Mm-hmm.
So like his teenage years was the 80s with Back to the Future. So that is we got many reference to in this movie. The references in this movie, by God.
I was gonna say there were so many funny the movie was set in the 80s, right?
In 1986.
So it's set in the 80s, but it was made in 2024, or it was released in 24. So it was probably recorded in the 20s. We'll call it that. So all these people that he's talking about, oh, Bill Cosby. That's a great name that he's always going to be a household name that's never going to get any kind of bad juju.
Bill Cosby is the first example of the shit. My first example though to explain like how much I fucking feel about it, you have both wrestling or both movie and wrestling fans.
Oh wait, are we wrestling?
Was it Major Murder?
Yeah.
It's a playoff of Sergeant Slaughter.
I figured. But no, like the weird friend that's all, like every time they're getting ready, like they're like, "Are we wrestling?" And the first time he goes up and fucking
drop kicks him. That shit. That's probably the hardest slap I had the whole movie. He's like, "Oh, we're wrestling." He just had a random cut to the dude drop kicking him, and that was the end of the scene.
It was great. Like
that was that dude's highlight story. Like the dude with the flat top and rat tail that literally looks like a cartoon character come to life.
Right.
Like he looks like one of those like Archie comics or something with the eyes together and a flat top. And fucking,
yep.
That poor guy. Like I loved it. I loved it when he was trying to divide between Brian David and the guy that was fucking everybody when they were fighting in the aisleway or in the
so
whatever you want to call it.
Brian David was Kevin Smith.
Yeah, that was Kevin Smith's character. So, which that actor is engaged to Kevin Smith's daughter in real life.
Nice. But the question I was going to ask is Brian David a throwback to a name that shows up in other Kevin Smith movies? Because I feel like I
no, it's just names to from his childhood. Brian is Brian Johnson. If anybody's familiar with the Comic Book Men series, Brian Johnson was in that.
Did you
David,
see?
I'm not sure where it comes from.
Did you see the post-credit scene?
Yeah, when he's about to apply for the Quick Stop,
and that's Clerks, right?
Because that's yep, okay. And that's Clerks. Yeah, that's Kevin Smith because he literally applied there. He applied to work at the video store that was at the Quick Stop.
Yeah,
but they said we're not hiring there, but we're gonna move you over here to work in the gas station area, like the fucking sell cigarettes area,
right,
and that's what birthed Clerks. Like, I can go on for days about Kevin Smith.
I do love Kevin Smith.
What'd you think of the movie Mobile?
That made me laugh. So, like, whenever we were sitting there, like when it first pulled up, I was like, "What the fuck car is this? It looks like the Batmobile." And we were sitting there, and then he comes up and he said, "I think he said movie Mobile initially," and I was like, Abby was like, "Oh, good call." So, like, I think somebody called it the Batmobile or something.
This is the first Kevin Smith movie that had Ken Jeong in it, and he crushed it.
He did. And that guy's a freaking licensed medical, like he's a doctor, like literally a medical doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been in everything from.
And he's just a funny ass.
Any comedy that you've seen in the last 10 years, Ken Jeong is in it, guaranteed.
Not any, but he's in a lot of them.
But he's been in a lot of mainstream ones. So for him to do this for this little independent Kevin Smith movie that he did, which they filmed it at Kevin Smith's movie theater. Like he owns that movie theater now.
Oh, nice.
But that's the same theater that he grew up watching movies. Like
so, that also brings up. Did you watch the credits?
I watched the credits. Are you talking about? They said Atlantic Theater, and it's
at the end of the credits, they said you can literally go in and buy one ticket and go jump theaters, like jump and watch all day long. And if they tell you not to, you can say Kev said it's okay, and it'll be fine.
That is true because I watch Kevin Smith's Batman Beyond podcast all the time. He owns that movie theater that they filmed this at. Now it's Smod Castle Cinemas. It used to be Atlantic Theaters, as they reference too, because that's where he grew up. He bought the movie theater that he grew up watching. It's like me buying the fucking Augusta movie theater, you know. and where were we going at with that?
Saying that you could just go pay for one ticket and then.
Oh yeah. Sorry. It's a mixture of alcohol and just me banging my head against the wall.
Oh, you're good. I love me some Kevin Smith, and I love that he put that in the credits because, like, anybody that watched the end of that movie, that lives close there can just go buy a ticket and just jump, and they'll be like, "No, you can't do that." No, Kev said it's okay.
So still to this day, I just watched a new Batman Beyond the other day, and he was like, "Folks, if you want to come to the movie theater, buy a movie ticket. You can go ahead and jump movie theater to movie theater all you want." He just asks every once in a while, go buy some popcorn, because that's where the money is made in a movie theater. It's the concessions.
Yeah.
So that's why people that are sneaking in chicken and shit like that are just sneaking in your candies. They're like, stop it. They make their money at the concession, not the fucking purchase of the ticket, because
they charge you $5 for a little box of milk duds.
Right, and a huge percentage of the ticket sales go to the fucking movie production companies and stuff. Mm-hmm. So the only way movie theaters are making money is their concessions. Hence why we have restaurants in movie theaters and alcohol and stuff like that. But then yet it's increasing tickets so high. Yep. If I can own a movie theater, I would literally do a massive multiplex. One side would be not even 21 older, just the more high class, restaurant driven, go watch the movies, and the other side would be your old.
I would at least have 6. Feel. I would have 6 screens dedicated to movies that are not brand new. Mm-hmm. They are
your indie movies, your flashbacks, or just movies like a Kevin Smith movie you're showing,
or movies on anniversaries. Like you got the 25th anniversary of Dogma, like you said earlier. Dogma will be playing in one of those theaters.
And in the old school theater, where the only thing you can buy is fucking juju beans and milk duds and and Raisinets and all that shit.
Right, like
hot dogs off the rollers too. I'll include that.
Oh yeah. So I know you wrote down notes for these movies. Is there much more you want to like? I could sit here and talk this movie for hours.
I know that's been my problems because I've had to shut myself off in the last movie. I have to shut myself in. I would like to bring up Kate McCucci though, who is the mom of the chick that
she treated Raj wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I've always had a major crush on that fucking tiny little bitch. She has been naked in a 3-way with Orlando Bloom, by the way, on a TV show. It was her, Orlando Bloom, and somebody else. But she has been naked before.
Fair enough. Oh, was it a Carnival Row?
I don't know what show it was. I just know that I searched her name and it popped up on a fucking porn site.
Oh, you searched her name and it popped up. I guarantee you didn't say naked afterwards after her name.
Well, it's on a porn site, so I figured. And it was her, Orlando Bloom, and somebody else. The chick that was in a Ben Stiller movie, Heartbreak Kid, I think is what.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Anyways. But yeah, good old Kate McCucci. I love her to death. I love all the different. When you're a big Kevin Smith fan, you get to see all the. It's kind of like Rob Zombie, but in a comedic way, where you're gonna have all the same people that you've seen in all of his movies before.
You don't get Sherry Moon, but you get Kate.
We don't get Sherry Moon. But I think Kevin Smith does it better than Rob Zombie does, because obviously you're gonna have the same people in their movies. Mm. Kevin Smith knows how to cast his friends though better than Rob Zombie can cast his friends.
I don't disagree with that. That is a true statement.
Indeed. Oh, and did you appreciate Mr. You're a baseball fan? They were talking about how the Mets are going to be shit. They're not going to win the World Series. They won the World Series that year, 1986.
So that's just another one of those references of like they threw so many references out in that movie of things that happen. They're like, oh, this will never happen. Anytime that they said in the movie, this will never happen, or this like something along those lines is like, oh.
That's and it's always that douchebag that watches his truck. That guy that said Batman will never be a successful movie.
Right. Like whenever he first said that, I was like, does Kevin Smith not like Batman? And then there was more references that came in. It's like, oh no, that was just a lead into.
I disagree with Kevin Smith's character, Brian David, when he's saying, like, since there's a Poltergeist 2, they bring up it's Poltergeist 1. He said it's not Poltergeist 1, it's just Poltergeist. No, when they're sequels,
he was adamant about that.
It's okay to say Poltergeist 1. I disagree with him on that. When they're sequels, I'm going to be like, hey, Poltergeist 1 was better than Poltergeist 2, Poltergeist 3.
All right.
What do you think? Because I mean, we've done.
I think I have the right question for this issue. You have
little section here, okay?
So, do you call it The Conjuring 1 and The Conjuring 2, or do you call it The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2?
Since it has sequels, I go Conjuring 1.
See, that one I call you got The Conjuring, and then you got The Conjuring 2 and The Conjuring 3, and soon to be Conjuring 4, apparently.
It's like my favorite franchise of all time is Rocky. It's Rocky 1 since there's literally
there's another. That's a great counter argument because I do say Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3.
Right. It really is subjective. Like, I don't think there's a wrong answer on that argument, whether you can say it's part 1 when they have sequels. I don't know. That's a hell of a debate. That could be a whole episode. But
I'm willing to delve into that
debate. Us talking movie theaters is obviously just fucking debate.
That would be a fun debate. Like, I don't know that I care who wins the debate because
there's no wrong answer.
Correct.
It's just what you firmly believe on. Anywho. Let's see if there's any other notes. I said that movie theater they filmed that is now owned by Kevin Smith, Smart Castle Cinemas. Justin Long. I got to bring up Justin Long.
That guy played that character too well.
The funniest joke of the whole entire movie is when they're talking Rocky 4. And Brian David says, oh, yeah, the climax movie. And Justin Long goes, oh, he climaxed? Like, he's talking. That fucking killed me. Just the delivery. Like, reading it off is not funny, but the way Justin Long delivered he climaxed? Because he was like, he punched him.
Justin Long is an actor, and he delivered it very well.
And Justin Long is amazing. And... and just him explaining, he's like, when the Russian punched me, he's like, what does Russian have to do anything with it? We're not worried about countries. They just it's Rocky 4. That's what it's all about.
Right. The entire movie is about
Justin Long. Goddamn COVID. We got the chance to meet fucking Justin Long and it failed because of COVID. You son of a bitch.
I hope he comes back because I know we've talked about not going, but
it sounds like we're all going back. That's just that's the thing.
I'll be honest with you. That sounds like par for the course. Like everybody says, "Oh, we ain't going anymore. We ain't going anymore." Okay, well, yeah, we're probably going because Emma loves that place. I don't know where else I'm going to get a Frankenplush from, and I got to keep getting Frankenplushes for a little while now.
Mm-hmm. And nobody else got Patricia Arquette. The whole Arquette family the last 2 years. Anyway, let's conclude this episode.
Okay, so
I wanted to make sure I brought up Justin Long because his little appearance there was great.
The other
Jong was great.
The other cameos in the movie that whenever I looked up the cast list before I watched the movie, but I didn't watch a trailer. And you got Jason Biggs. You got
he's in the fucking
right. Didn't realize he was just gonna be part of one of the previews.
Sister Sugar Sweet or whatever. That's Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn Smith. The nun. And the trailers.
Okay. Yeah. That was
Harley
like
Quinn Smith.
So the trailers they put in I thought were hilarious.
Mm-hmm. I love the parody of Flash Gordon. It's what is it?
With Diedrich
Diedrich Bader is
Bader,
in it,
yeah.
What was it in the movie though? It was a parody of Flash Gordon.
Astro Boy.
Astro Blaster.
Astro Blaster. There you go.
Astro Blaster. And the white guy that's in he's a rapper named Logic. And apparently he has a very good movie coming out that Kevin Smith edited together. So we'll have to.
All right.
But generic white boy that is a famous rapper that was in Astro Blaster. Good on him.
All right. Well,
let's rate this bitch because.
Well, no. I'm more than happy to continue talking, but
yeah, time limit. There will definitely be a full-fledged Kevin Smith episode in the future. Spoiler alert.
There will be, but it won't be the next episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you rate first.
Let me rate first. Okay. I mean, as a unbiased looking at the movie, I can see how it's not like, ooh, great. You know, like I don't see that like being big in the critics realm. But for me personally, it reminded me just like how Matinee reminded me of my, I guess, early small kid days. This kind of movie reminded me of my teenage days, to where we were hopping around from movie theater to movie theater and working and doing the movie theater. So I ended up fucking managing and stuff like that. So there's a lot of nostalgia for me on this movie.
Okay.
And all the pop culture references were fucking fantastic, from Batman to Bill Cosby to wrestlers, Major Murder, who ended up being a fucking bitch.
That was funny.
and just having friends like that too at that age group. I literally had friends like that. Where I had the ladies' man that hung out with us. I had the guy that was just hanging out with us because he thought it was cool. But he understood us the best. And I was the fucking movie geek. Like, oh, director, producer, actor, all that stuff. But then with that being said, this movie was like, it touched my nostalgia points, and it was a lot of fun. There were some good jokes for our age range. Is it cinematic, man? It's definitely towards the bottom of Kevin Smith movies, in my opinion. It's not up. It's towards the bottom when I just look at it as a movie. It's kind of towards the bottom. But I give it an 8.
All right.
I need to stop licking Kevin Smith's nuts. Because I said that was towards the bottom, I gave it an 8.
So for me, this movie, it gave me a lot of nostalgia as well. I will say that the references, loved them. Like, when it comes to, like, this felt like a PG-13 movie that we didn't even talk about, but like,
it was supposed to be PG-13, but there was too many thrusts
in the shitty friend's quest for whatever he was doing. I'll be honest with you. When we first started watching this movie, I thought it was going to be the guy that was washing his truck or whatever. I thought he was in love with this girl, and that's why he was dogging her the whole time.
Oh, no.
And that did not end up being the case.
He was afraid to lose his friend the whole time. Is what it was.
Right. So, like, and it took him meeting
Major Murder
to realize that it was okay to just let your friend be your friend. And
yeah, Pretty Boy Hardcore didn't realize that wrestling was fake and learned that it was.
Wait, are we wrestling?
That
like
those moves were so good.
This movie gave me a lot of fun. Like it reminds me of Jersey Girl. I know a lot of people hated Jersey Girl. I loved Jersey Girl.
I don't hate a single Kevin Smith movie, as bad as they are sometimes. I don't hate a single one.
This one reminded me a lot of Jersey Girl, and it it really felt like there was a lot of things that he wishes would have happened at a time in his life. Because I immediately picked up on the kid. Kind of had a little Kevin Smith vibe to him.
When Brian David encountered that girl in the back alley, that was 110% true story. He had an interaction with the girl, and that was big in movies. And she is what made him become a director, because he thought he just loved movies. He's just like, no, you're a movie director. That he had potential to actually be a movie director, and that's when he spent all his credit cards, all his money, and all that stuff to make Clerks. So, fun fact for you there to insert onto your rating here. But
right, well, and I mean, it's not going to affect my rating. My rating is still what it is, but like the movie itself was fun. It does delve into the realm of movies that, yes, I'm going to watch. I'm not going to have a problem watching them. I'm going to like them. But it does get another 6 from me.
Okay. Yeah. Both movies are both 5, so that's good for me.
Like I've told you, like 5 is like I could really take it or leave it. 6 is I'll watch it again. I don't care. But I mean, I'm not gonna search it out. Like that's where my
No, I love it. Because I mean, like, it was the first time I watched on Matinee for both of us. So
right. So like between 6 and 8 is where most of my movies are gonna end up being if I like them.
Okay.
Between 2 and 4 is gonna be if I don't like them. Just depends how bad I don't like them. But that leads us into what we're gonna be watching next week.
What we're gonna do next week.
So I've been debating on a few different genres.
Okay.
I think we're gonna delve a little bit into a found footage drama.
Oh, I knew you were gonna go. All right. What are we doing?
We're gonna do a double feature in Creep and Creep 2.
Oh, okay. I should have known that. I should have known that. All right.
Because
Creep and Creep 2, because I haven't seen either one of them.
Yeah, I know you haven't, and it's here somewhere.
Yep. I know. I wanted to stop by him because I'm a fan of The League. And then he was also in another movie. I can't remember, but he was in something else that I just watched this week. I was like, oh my God, he was in that. I was like,
I can't remember the movie, but yes, I remember seeing him in the movie, and I was like, oh my God, it's Mark Duplass.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, like, so we're going to be reviewing The League, not The League. We're going to be reviewing Creep and Creep 2.
And Creep 2, okay.
I enjoy these movies, so like I'm excited to revisit them. So okay. I have been Colonel.
I have been Faye. Thanks for coming to the movies with us and listening to my obsession with movie theaters and Kevin Smith. I appreciate you.
They're gonna put me in a movie. They're gonna make a big star out of me.
And with that said, go fuck yourself.
Love you guys.